Welcome to Wine Chats with Bildo and Lindelin. My name is Billy Milovanovic, aka Bildo.
And my name's Lindsay Kirkwood, also known as Lindelin.
And this is an offensively funny podcast about drinking wine and chatting life. Hope you enjoy.
Come on, Bill. I hate sitting on the couch by myself.
Do you though?
Not really.
Because you always look so pretty and then I come and ruin it.
Yeah. Oh no. You look
We all
okay.
know I'm just joking, right? I can only improve the situation, right? Hi, everybody.
Hi. Today is like, it's kind of like, more your jam than mine, but not. We're talking about murders.
Right.
Mysteries,
Yes.
unsolved murders, all that kind of stuff, which is funny because like I love gory detail. Like,
Yeah, you're a freak.
yeah, it's kind of weird that I love the gory, tragic details.
Yes.
But
I do not. It's funny because I love murder mysteries and I love mysteries in general.
Yeah.
I love any kind of mystery. I have a list of mysteries that I want solved when I die, right? So when I die, I'm going to go into like,
what?
well, you know how they like first people wait for you and then they take you to the processing place, I'm assuming. Because
Are we talking about like when you're dead?
Yeah.
Oh.
Because the soul has to probably like be like, okay, I've just had this life. I just want like a little review of what I've just experienced, right? So first of all, obviously they're going to sit you down in a class with other souls where we're all just going to watch our own lives. And then I have been sending, I know this took a really weird turn.
I am so sorry, people. This is all new to me
This
as
took
well.
a weird turn, but I have so many questions about like life and society and people that I
Right.
cannot solve in this life.
No.
So I'm asking my admin person in spirit world to keep track of these things. So then when I sit down for my life review, I want them to tell me all these give me the answers. So like what happened to sweet little John Bonet? How did the pyramids actually get built?
Yeah.
Like are aliens amongst us? I just have so there's a spirit lady who's been keeping track. Oh, dude.
Well, I was going to say, why is it just lady?
Oh, dude.
Because this month is all about like the unknown. So
Yes.
like murder mysteries. We're going to have conspiracy theories, aliens, ghosts, like all this stuff. It's right up.
Alien sex.
Yeah. No. Again, very weird turn, Billy.
Unknown sex positions.
Okay. Nope, not that either. Can you tell
I'm
that this
not
was
getting this topic
Billy's
right.
month? She is like so excited. I need fucking wine. Seriously.
Let's do it.
Turn your mic off and let me talk, for God's sakes.
This is so exciting for me today.
What else is exciting is that we have our seriously, I feel like these are our BFFs for wine.
Yes.
So this is the Hinsey. If you haven't heard of them, what the fuck is your problem?
Where have you been?
Exactly. Where have you been? Go look them up. We're drinking their Pinot Noir today. I always call them wine warriors because for every bottle of wine that you buy from them, they remove an equivalent of 10 plastic bottles from the ocean.
But they're not just saying that shit. People go into their Instagram. Seriously, they didn't see wine. Like they continue to post these videos of them actually going around the world and collecting all of this rubbish off beaches. So not just removing plastic bottles from the oceans, but actually like removing lots and lots of rubbish crap from everywhere.
So they've partnered up with Reese.
Yes.
Projects, I think. Reese Projects, whatever. Reese. And they remove, like, it's actually very disturbing.
Yes.
To see them cleaning up the water because it is like, holy shit.
Isn't it disturbing how hideous as humans we are?
Yeah, because like, it's a problem, but you don't know it's that big of a problem until you see footage like that. You're like, holy
How is
crap.
that rubbish even getting in there? I don't even. Are we literally just being like dicks and throwing things out? Anyway, listen, that's a topic for another day.
I think there's a combination, and I don't want to be rude.
Yeah,
because I'm never rude.
Yeah.
But so far, so they have a goal to reach by 2030 of.
Jesus, that was really well said. We all understood that, right?
I don't even drink any wine. They want to remove 1 billion. There we go. Bottles of plastic bottles. Yep.
Jesus Christ. They would like to remove 1 billion plastic bottles from the oceans by 2030.
Thank you, Billy. As of today, not today, as of July, I'm just being a dick now. So they've removed an equivalent of 22,723,167 plastic bottles from the ocean.
But they can't do it by themselves. You have to go and buy their wine.
Wow, that was an unexpected little plug.
I'm just saying, do it. Fucking
little, not plug, but like
drink some
direction.
wine.
Yeah.
Right?
Can you hold my glass? Okay, so we're having their Pinot Noir. I've told you that before.
Yeah, buddy. They also have this. I'm so sorry. I heard this on their Instagram. They have a little QR code so you can scan that and it can tell you where they're up to in collecting stuff.
Billy got so excited.
Sorry. Go on. What are we drinking today, Lenny?
For the third time at Pinot Noir.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Pay attention, Billy.
We weren't listening.
Oh my God, do you ever listen to me?
I love this Pinot Noir.
It is quite delicious.
It's so dainty.
Yeah.
It even looks dainty. Like you can see it's quite like almost see-through-y. What are you doing?
I just kept pouring and then I lost. Yeah, anyways. Oh no, it's pretty even. Good.
Even Stevens, you can have this big one.
Yeah, we love this. Well, they're even. They're the same.
Are they though?
Yes. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Your face. Okay, cheers. Oh, that was a nice little.
Cheers. Oh yeah, it's a fruity goodness.
So fucking easy to drink.
Do you know what I find with their Pinot Noir? And this is going to sound really dumb. It's sweet without being sweet.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
I agree with that. Like I don't know how.
Yeah.
But I agree with it.
A yummy sweetness, but not
Do you know
sweet.
what it is? It's fruity, but not sweet.
Right.
I think that sounded better than it's sweet but not sweet. But anyway, you be the judge.
Fuck off. Use your own idea.
All right. Now
murder mystery. Okay. First, I'm going to start out with the way my mind works. I'm a very
I shouldn't have picked this topic for us.
Yeah, look, no, it's fine because I think about this stuff all the time anyways. I'm a very anxious parent in the sense of I worry like gut-wrenchingly, so I'm not even exaggerating. A lot of 3 kids, a lot about their future. I worry about them doing drugs, drinking too much and dying, and it all leads to them like dying. It's seriously.
Out of all my anxieties, I can genuinely say that's never really been a thing that like keeps me up at night.
It doesn't keep me up at night, but I worry about it. Like whenever thoughts go through your mind as a parent, thinking of your kids or whatever, it does.
Do you get like a flash of like, and you have this like whole lifeline of like Bane, you know, like growing up?
No, but I am now. Oh my God. No. But what I do have, and it's kind of like what you're saying, is like, so this is where the morbid thought about murder comes in because like as a parent, obviously, like your child dying is horrific.
Oh,
nothing's worse except if your child's murdered, I think, right? Like that.
Right.
Like seriously, how would you even survive? There's so many times where I'll kiss my kids goodnight and I have like this flash thought. Seriously, I know it's so stupid of like, oh my God, he's so sweet and safe and secure because he's, you know, they're the ages they are. What if one day they get murdered and like these memories of like the flash that you're thinking of their life back.
Yes.
Like, you know, right now my youngest, he's 6, he's this cute little 6-year-old that's safe in his bed. But what's going to happen? Like you try and fast forward through their life to see where they're going to be. Are they going to be safe? Are they going to survive?
Now we're all going to be fast forwarding that. Like trigger alert.
I know. But seriously, I have these thoughts.
I do often though. Mine are actually a little bit closer to in terms of anxieties and kids being killed. I have this like, guys, really trigger warning. Like that sounded really, you know, out there. But I have this thing when I kiss them at night. I'm like, oh my God, I hope we get another day of like just standard life. Like I don't want anything.
God.
I mean, rich and famous would be great, but like also safe. First and foremost.
Yes.
You know, literally people will wake up in the morning, think they're having a standard day, get into a car crash, lose their arm, you know, and it's like, you know,
or
so
life.
You literally never know what's going to happen. And so I really do try and cherish those moments. I think there's something worse than your kid getting murdered. And I think that's your kid disappearing.
Oh yeah, not
never
knowing.
finding out what happened.
Oh, totally, 100%.
Right? Like I think that would probably be the worst because in my research, like when you like we had to do research for this topic, you guys.
Well, we googled.
We googled stuff. But still, you're reading cases over and over again about like things that have happened to children, and you're like, "Fuck me! I'm never letting my child out of the house again."
And because a lot of those cases, the child is, even though you haven't found the body and it hasn't been confirmed. Chances are the child has
haven't survived in the bush. Yeah,
it's crazy. It literally it boggles my brain and it makes me worry way too much. And Cameron just rolls his eyes. He's like, "Why are you thinking those things? Like, why are you even putting those thoughts in your head?" And I'm not putting them in my head.
But
I was
going to say it's not like you're sitting there thinking about it. Like it just kind of happens. I think as a parent and as a mother, that like it just something happens inside you, and you have these worst case scenario fears.
Yes.
It's bizarre. It's like when when you walk down the stairs with your baby.
Oh, and you think you're going to fall.
And you think you're going to fall.
Yeah.
Something is in us that just has this like overprotective, I'm going to worry about this for the rest of my life.
I think, and no offense to fathers, but I think mothers tend to over worry.
100%.
The dads?
It's good that the dads don't worry like that because imagine if you had mum and dad worrying like that. Jesus Christ, the kid would never get out of the house. Like they would never leave.
Bubble wrap. Okay, so fun fact, not very fun.
Oh my God. I really don't think that is a good way to start it. Let's just go with
a fact. I was looking for the stat for the world murder rates of last year. I could not find anything except for 2017. So maybe they don't.
It might take time to collate.
Yeah, I think so. Let's just go with that.
Yeah.
So an estimated 651,000 people were murdered worldwide in 2017.
I don't know how I feel about it. That's a lot of people.
It is a lot of people.
It doesn't seem like a lot of people as
Not
well.
when there's like 7 billion people in the world. But then you're like those 650,000 people belonged to somebody and was loved by somebody and they were killed. Like murdered, not killed. There's a difference between murdered and killed, right? So like, I hope, I was going to say something really bad. No, I'm just going to move on.
Yeah, God, I don't know what you're going to say.
No, we don't need to. Stop talking, Lindsay.
Stop talking.
Stop repeating my words.
God.
Okay, can I just keep going on
Yes,
with what
please.
I found? So
More fun facts. Let's do it.
fun. Yay, murder. You. No, so the world's most famous unsolved murder mysteries.
Tell me.
Do you have a guess who they would be? There's
I
two.
have Black Dahlia.
No.
Okay. She was a lady
unsolved.
in the 50s.
No.
But hers was unsolved. I don't think they ever solved what happened to her.
No, sorry. I'm saying like the murderer, like not the victim.
So they didn't know who.
How about I just tell you?
Just
Billy's
tell me.
reading
Yeah, I
it.
don't. We're all confused. Just tell us.
I'm not. I've got the info right in front of me. World's most famous unsolved murder mysteries. Jack the Ripper's identity.
Right.
So, obviously, heinous crimes in London.
Heinous.
Heinous? Heinous. Heinous? Heinous. It is heinous.
Heinous.
Yeah. Heinous? What? So Jack the Ripper, shocked the world in 1888. I kind of forgot that it happened so long ago.
Yes. And
1888.
I mean, you can kind of understand with no DNA and things like that it would be a lot harder to investigate that stuff, but still not so hard where this dude continued to do it. Like, how many people did he kill? Do you have any stats on that?
I don't have that right now, Billy. That's not my stat. The real identity of the murderer has never been established with total conviction, despite extensive police investigations and countless hypotheses.
Yeah. That's so fucked up.
I know. Crazy.
I wonder if we had a smidgen of his DNA, we could find a great nephew or something, but I guess we don't.
Your great uncle was a murderer.
Yeah, like was Jack the Ripper. Congratulations.
Yeah. I mean, look.
I wonder if down his line whether there'd been other murderers in his seed. Did he have kids? We don't know because we don't know who he was. Do you know what I'm saying?
I was going to say, how would we know that if we don't know him?
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's a mystery, Lindsay.
It is.
I don't know.
Hence, world's most murder mystery. Unsolved murder. Okay, moving on.
Okay.
The Zodiac murder.
Right. Yes, there's a movie about that. And can I tell you, I'm so sorry to interrupt. There was a movie about that called Zodiac. I think Jake Gyllenhaal was in it and all these other great actors. Yeah. Amazing. They get to the end. Guess what?
What?
They never find him. So what the fuck did I just watch this whole movie for?
Unsolved.
It's so dumb. I hate getting to the end of a movie. I hate unsolved mysteries. It is like my most hated program of all time because they tell me this whole story, this whole hideous thing, and then they're like, and we never found out who did it.
Did you ever watch a show? Did that show come over here, Unsolved Mysteries?
Yes.
Over here,
I remember watching one where there was a boyfriend was going to meet his girlfriend and he was driving towards her. And like towards the place she was waiting for him. Yep. And he sees a car driving towards him like super fast and he sees his girlfriend in the car. So he does a quick U-turn to try and follow them because she's obviously been abducted. And his car breaks down. Like his car actually gets damaged in the fast spin thing. And he loses them and they never see her again. Unsolved mystery.
Up.
I'm like, bro, I the title should have given it away, but I just hate that they've told me this whole story and I'm so invested and now this poor woman is gone.
But you know what? That poor guy.
Oh,
so
you would never.
He sees her.
Yep.
And he tries to turn around to like.
It was like my most memorable story of Unsolved Mysteries because I'm like, that would be so fucked up to think you could have saved her, you know, but your car, it just wasn't. Itself. Yeah. Frank, I know, I'm just as devastated. God. Anyway, sorry.
Okay, so the Zodiac murder, serial killer known as the Zodiac, terrorized Northern California in the late 60s. Taunting authorities and leaving behind cryptic messages. The killer's name is still a mystery despite extensive investigations.
And that wasn't that long ago. What was that, 70s? Did you already say that? She just said
fucking said in the 60s.
In the 60s. Oh, I was close. I said 70s.
And early 70s. So you were
I already knew. I watched the movie.
Oh my God. Okay, Billy, talk for a second. Do you have anything? What research did you have?
My research is all very well prepared. On my phone, numbered. lettered.
Oh my God.
And before I tell you all my fancy things that I have numbered and lettered, we're going to take a tough break.
Okay, cool. Because I have more important things to talk about too. Okay, so
Do you
just
Welcome back to Wine Chats with Belinda and Dylan, this very fascinating show where we tell you about things we Googled. So let's do it. Today we're talking about murder mysteries, just in case this is when you've just joined in randomly, because we're on the radio as well. Sweet. Now, I wanted to look at Australian mysteries, okay? I have like just two that I wanted to just spring upon you.
Oh.
First of all, and this is a bit of a sad one, going back to what we were talking about before with kids, little William Tyrrell.
Oh, well, yeah. Look, yeah.
He is an Australian boy.
We know about this.
Who disappeared at the age of 3 from Kendal, New South Wales in September 2014.
But clarify, we don't know for sure that he was murdered.
Well, again, going back to
It's a mystery.
He's a 3-year-old boy.
He's missing.
He's a 3-year-old boy who has been missing since 2014. Now, yes, sure, I don't know what would be worse, that he was kidnapped and sold into slavery or like the chances of him just appearing and being like, oh, I just got lost in a bush for the last 9 years. Not really. Do you know what I'm saying? So like, let's just assume
Oh my God, Billy.
that this kid is not coming home.
Yeah. She
So-
said it, I didn't.
Well, I'm just saying, like the chances of that happening are really slim.
Yeah.
So he had been playing at his foster grandmother's house with his sister, and he was wearing a Spider-Man suit at the time of his disappearance.
Yeah.
They literally have no idea what happened to this kid. Nobody has ever been charged. His foster mum at first was cleared. Then now something's kicking up again where they're trying to charge her for something, but they have nothing to hang their hat on. This kid just is gone. Awful.
Is that it?
That's it. Like how fuck?
Yeah.
That's like this is one of my biggest mysteries currently. Because to be honest, like this was a bit of a Daniel Morecambe situation a few years ago before we found out finally, and thankfully we found out how that ended. And just a little side note about Daniel Morecambe.
Thankfully, only so that his parents could
Exactly.
rest easy in the sense of not rest easy, but they knew what happened to
Exactly.
him.
And little William, who we still haven't found.
Yeah.
How awful would that feeling of I don't know what happened to my kid. Like we don't know what happened. Yeah, at least we found Daniel. And what an amazing job his parents did.
Whose parents?
Daniel's.
Oh, right. I thought you were talking about
Not
Williams.
No, I was going to say, I'll stay with Daniel for a second because his parents managed to take this hideous tragedy and turn it into like a business where they're trying to protect children.
Yeah.
I think that's really amazing because I could see myself.
Crumpled up in the corner.
Oh, 100%.
Like like I would too, yeah.
Yeah. You have other kids to live for, so I probably wouldn't throw myself in front of a bus, but I'd be pretty fucking close.
Yeah.
And then another mystery that was recently solved.
Oh, shit.
And look,
I got so excited.
Right? And for once, I actually numbered my little pages so I could know exactly what I'm talking about. Have you ever heard of the Somerton Man?
No.
No. Okay, so this is super Australian, you guys. Hauntingly intriguing case of the Somerton Man has baffled researchers for decades.
Is this Australian?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Somerton Man?
Somerton Man.
Okay.
So his body was found propped up against the seawall at Somerton Beach in Adelaide in 1948.
Oh.
Okay. He had an unsmoked cigarette resting on his chest. His hair was perfectly in place and his double-breasted jacket was pressed and in perfect condition, just sitting there on the beach.
Dead.
Okay. His autopsy revealed a number of abnormalities that should suggest that he had been poisoned. Okay. And then they claimed to have identified this man. So they identified him like this. I didn't understand this bit. The forensics expert used hair. So they've just finally solved it. They think that they know who this person is because for years, like since
they
1948,
didn't know who he was.
They didn't even know who he was.
Oh, right.
There was obviously back then DNA. I don't know what they. There's none of that. It's 1948.
Well, they wouldn't know how to test it. Like we all had DNA, but
we get it, right? We get science, right? Anyway, we had no idea. So nobody ever came to claim him. They had this weird photo of him.
Can I see?
Yes.
So not only they didn't know who he was, but they obviously didn't know who murdered
I'm sorry.
him.
The way I cut it off, this is how they kind of found him.
Well, Billy, was that a picture of him dead then?
Yeah, that's him. That's how they found him. And so,
But his eyes look different in both of those photos.
Well, Lindsay, this is a regenerated like photo of him. You know,
is that it? They actually took a photo of him dead? That's
Yes.
him? Oh my lord!
Oh my lord.
Obviously, of course, they wouldn't have any other photos of him. Ew! I just saw a dead man. Gross.
Oh my god. Anyway, so the forensic experts used hairs taken from a plaster death mask to analyze his DNA. So I wonder if he had a death mask on. I wonder
What's
if,
a death mask?
I don't know. And I didn't. God forbid I googled it.
Hover over it and click look up and see what it says.
What's a death mask?
Oh my God, you dumbass!
Death masks are casts taken from a cadaver, while life masks are cast from a living person. So they must have taken a death cast from him, from his face,
When
and
he
then
died.
found a freaking hair on it to analyze for fucking DNA.
Oh,
I'm so glad we're such good investigators.
Oh my
Our Googling
God.
skills are on point. Anyway, they used that DNA to build an extended family tree and were finally able to identify that the Somerton man was
your uncle?
Charles Webb.
Oh, Charles.
From Melbourne. And then I read this and I'm like, this is so fucking basic. It's hilarious that we all thought this.
Oh.
But I mean, again, why was he pressed like that? Why was he dressed like that? What's the
Totally.
deal, right? Anyway, so apparently the man was Charles Webb from Melbourne. Mr. Webb was born on November 16, 1905, making him 43 when he died. Apparently he worked as an electrical engineer. He married Dorothy Robinson, who became known as Doff Webb.
So wait, was she not alive when he died?
He left her in April 1947, if you will be patient, please.
Sorry.
He disappeared and she appeared in court saying he had disappeared and she wanted a divorce. So they basically just divorced them and he just became...
So they divorced before he was found on the beach.
And
Is
this
that
is
what the
again what I
timeline?
don't understand.
Yeah.
Yeah, 1947.
okay.
And so 1948 he was found.
Right. Okay.
So then obviously I don't know if maybe she didn't recognize him or whether it wasn't in the papers enough or like I don't know how
Didn't she read the papers?
I don't know what they
Yeah.
call it. Dorothy didn't get onto that. But
Yeah.
babe, maybe she moved away. Who knows? Like maybe she, you know what I mean? Like 1947, 48, maybe she went to England and I'm going to get Australian newspapers when they found Mr. Webb cleanly pressed with a cigarette on him. His hair like nicely.
You realize these people
Wow.
are going to come and haunt us tonight, right? Because like,
I have said beautiful things about all these people. I don't know what you're talking about. My spirit secretary is looking after me. I don't know what you're doing.
she's like, don't send her to hell. Don't send her to hell. I got her. I'll fix her when she comes up here. Come on. Yeah.
Please.
Okay. So 6 countries with the highest murder rate. Okay.
Venezuela has to be on top of him somewhere.
El Salvador has the unfortunate title of being the country with the highest number of murders in the world, with a rate of 61.7 murders per 100,000 people.
What?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
So for if you had 100,000 people
people,
standing in a room, 60
would be
basically
murdered.
62 would be murdered.
Jesus.
Don't
Do
wanna
not
move
want to be
there.
hanging around 100,000 people over there.
No. Jamaica, this doesn't surprise me because Jamaica is so dangerous.
Is it?
Yes.
I don't know. They all just seem so relaxed over there.
Jamaica?
I don't know anything about Jamaica.
And yet you said that so
Well, you know what?
factually.
Like, I just feel like Jamaica's such a like a holiday hotspot. Oh, is it? No, well, apparently not.
well, it
Or
is.
Johannesburg seems like it'd be up there as
Yeah.
well. Sorry, I'm just
again, be
jumping all
patient
over.
like you. Okay, so Jamaica ranks second globally. Yeah, we
Wow.
get that. Having one of the highest murder rates. Okay, so homicide rate is 56.4 people per 100,000. So that's a big
Jesus.
jump down from
yeah, true.
El Salvador. Lesotho? Do you know Lesotho? Where is Lesotho?
Can I see how it's spelled? No.
I don't know where they are. But they're 43.6 per 100,000
Same.
people. Okay, so Lesotho, Honduras.
Where's
41 people.
Honduras? I've heard of that place.
I don't know, somewhere in the world.
Oh, good.
It's on the map. Check it out.
Google it.
It's near that country and that
It sounds
other
like
country.
an island. Oh, good, Lenny.
I don't know. It's 4th though. Geography. Look, let's not be. I didn't pay attention to anything in high school. I don't know, but it's got a navy and white flag.
Nope. Helps me not. Keep going.
Well, they're 4th. Okay, number 5. This was a shock. Belize. I didn't think Belize.
Again, seems very beachy and
isn't
relaxed.
Belize small? But I mean, I guess it doesn't matter. I don't know.
I don't know. Again, Google it.
37.8 people per 100,000 people.
Right.
Okay, so number 5. Number 6.
America?
No.
Johannesburg.
Venezuela.
Oh,
Like you
Venezuela.
said, yeah. 49.9 people per 100,000.
Jesus.
Good thing Australia's not on
Johannesburg
there.
seriously didn't make it?
Well, not for the top 6.
Right.
It's just
I'm
top
so
6.
surprised.
No.
It just seems like a really volatile place as well.
It would be.
Yeah.
Definitely. Maybe they're number 7. I don't know. The article was
Let's
just
go
top
with that.
6.
They're number 7. Sure.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Do you have anything else, Billy? Because I have this really interesting chart. But what do you have?
I just have another Australian list. This is from a website called stayatHomeMum.com.au.
What? About murders?
Yeah, I know. Well, this is what stay-at-home mums do. We trawl through the internet and we read about murders.
Can I just say while you're scrolling to find that? It's so funny because like I love true crime. I love crime. I loved unsolved mysteries. I love all of those type of shows. Any docuseries about like crime. But I also really don't like watching them because they scare me.
Totally. Oh my God, totally.
Right? It's a catch-22, isn't it?
This was a really sad one.
Oh.
This is a disappearance of Rihanna Barrow. This is the only one I can... look, I'll do two.
Yeah.
Okay, this one, sweet little Rihanna. Oh. She went missing, 12 years old, 1992. Oh. Mm-hmm. She was walking to her local mall. Who was this woman? Local shopping centre. To buy a card for a pen pal in America. She couldn't catch the bus. The drivers were on strike. So her mum said, yep, you can go for a walk. She says goodbye to her and she went off to work. Mum goes off to work. Rihanna goes to buy a card. Nobody sees her again. There's a few witnesses that saw her walking along the highway just before noon. I'm assuming that's where the shop was, along the highway. I don't know. Mum arrives home in the afternoon. She found the card on the dining room table. So she obviously returned home. A record on the floor.
What?
And the TV playing loudly in an empty room. She called her daughter, but nobody replied. She searched, but there was nothing. Frantic, she calls the police. 25 years later, there are still no answers, or however many years since then. It's been more than that, 92. So it's been 31 years now.
Excuse me.
Still no answers. In 2015, there was a $1 million reward offered for any kind of credible information about this girl, and nothing came about it. This was the saddest part, and this fucking killed me. Rihanna's mum still lives in the same house, hoping that one day her daughter might return or that she'll get some answers as to what happened.
Of course.
And this is what I'm saying. Like missing kids, how do you live?
What year was that?
92. 92. So she disappeared. So this poor fucking woman for 31 years.
Yeah.
And then there's this guy.
Can we just pause? That's so creepy, like, and weird. You would think if anything were to happen to her, unless if somebody followed her home from the mall. You'd think if anything was going to happen to her, it happened like when she was going to the mall. Yeah. But maybe they followed her home and then did something like abduction.
And that's the thing. Who knows? Yeah. Like she obviously made it home.
Yeah, because the card was there. Yeah.
Whether it was a friend or some dude that was like, "I'll take you home. It's fine." Blah blah blah. I honestly don't know. Mm-hmm. And then this one, I've never heard of this. The case of Mr. Cruel. What a terrible name. Late 80s and early 90s in Melbourne. So this motherfucker, serial pedophile and rapist, had the people of Melbourne terrified. Known to the media as Mr. Cruel for good reason. In 87, he broke into a Lower Plenty home, armed and tied up both parents and their son, and an 11-year-old girl was attacked. Anyway, he basically continued to do this in working and just attacked a bunch of people in their homes. In 91, he killed someone, they don't know if it was him exactly, but a man armed with a knife abducted a 13-year-old girl. A year later, her body was found with 3 gunshot wounds and her murder remains unsolved. They think it was this Mr. Cruel because he basically had this sort of same MO, but he'd never killed anyone before. But this was interesting for me. In working to solve this case, police have searched some 30,000 homes based on the girl's kidnap descriptions and interviewed about 27,000 suspects.
27,000?
Yep.
Is that right? Like, over how many years?
So he was active in the 80s.
No, but how many years, like, overall had they been investigating that?
Well, I don't know.
Sorry, what year did it happen?
It just said in working to solve the case. So it doesn't know, it says exactly when, but it says that he was active in the late 80s to the early 90s. So let's say a 10-year period.
27,000.
Yeah.
That's a lot of people to investigate.
And there's currently a $300,000 reward available for information that leads to an arrest. But police have admitted that some vital evidence which may provide DNA proof has gone missing.
How?
Guys, come on.
Lock your shit up, for God's sake.
Lock your shit up. Anyway, we're about to end the episode. Is there anything else you'd like to freak us out about?
Yeah, look, I had some really cute, not cute, it's so cute, all these murders.
Lyndalyn has fun facts and cute things to tell us today. Lady, I don't know what episode you think we're doing today.
I'm so so confused.
Get it together.
Look, you'll have to look it up. But I had it there's some of these serial killers that have killed. So I've got a list of like all these people that killed multiple people.
Give us a few. Yeah.
Like, okay, so this dude from 92 to 99, I'm not even going to say his name, 193 victims.
Where, like America?
So it's child murder. No, he's from Colombia.
Oh.
Ecuador and Venezuela.
How many
why
people?
does he have three? No, it's just one person. I don't know why he has three maps.
No, how many people did he kill?
Oh, 193 people.
193 people.
Actually, no, it says 193 to 300. Oh, right. Proven victims, 193. Right. Up to possible victims, 300 plus. Jesus. And he was a child killer. Yeah, he was known as...
Can you give us something actual
bestia.
Fun? La Bestia.
Or Bestia.
Fuck you, guy.
He was killing boys between 6 and 16 years old from October 92 to April 99 in Colombia.
Us out. No, keep going.
There's so many. Okay, so another child murder. Why do they always have to be child murders?
Because they're vulnerable.
So 110... You're so smart. 110 to 300 people. He was called the Monster of Andes.
Jesus, I think I've heard of that.
Oh, killing kids between ages of 8 and 12.
And did we find these people?
Oh, good.
Oh, great.
Yeah, this guy was. Oh God, it's too many. 100. Like these people. Like these are the top murders. Sorry, I should say on this chart. Like killing hundreds of people. Hundreds.
I mean, I've seen like true crime shows where there's been. Oh, who was that guy? Wasn't it Jeffrey Dahmer or something? Mm-hmm. When he was like. I don't know if it was him. I never got to the end of that show because I didn't quite like it. But I feel like there was a famous murderer somewhere where he was like, I kind of wanted to get caught because if I didn't get caught, I would keep going. Like there was no, like I can't stop.
Yeah.
So I can't imagine that you would killing 300 people.
I know. How exhausting.
How exhausting.
Yeah.
How, like, literally. But to get away with it.
Yeah. I just watched on Netflix. It was called The Railroad Killer. Like a documentary. It was true in the States. And he ended up bringing his sister and the police were working with his sister to try and catch him. And he was like, I'm exhausted. Like, I'm so tired.
Just come and arrest me already because you guys are never going to catch me.
Well, he surrendered because he was saying it was just too exhausting.
What, too exhausting killing people or running, you idiot?
Both. And he only killed, he killed, I think it was like 8 or 10 people. Imagine these people, like, hundreds of people. How?
And anyway, this is what sucks as well, and what people complain about all the time is that we like. I wouldn't want to say we glorify these killers, and it's good that you didn't say that other fucking dickhead's name.
Say their names
because obviously the victims get lost, and we only just talk about the fuckhead who did it, and he gets some sort of notoriety. It's fucked up. Yeah.
There's no American or Australians. There's a couple Americans. No Canadians either. Go Canada. Anyways, it's like
Canada are just really good at hiding their killer information. What? We will not post this on Wikipedia.
We do not speak like that. But anyways, that's traumatizing. Do you know what else is traumatizing? Not traumatizing. Instagram, our followers, they're just like me. Everybody wants to know the gory, tragic details. You get so annoyed with me when I'm like, but no, tell me more. Well, what happened? What happened?
I'm like, Lindsay, this is I just read the headline and that's all I need to know because everything else gives me anxiety. And she's like, no, what time was it? What level of, what depth of cut was it?
Exactly.
And I'm like, oh my God, why do you need to know this?
I need to know everything.
Anyway, the people have spoken. They love it too. So I was the only one who genuinely doesn't like details. Anyway, we're so sorry if we gave you anxiety. Hug your children extra hard tonight. Definitely don't let them leave the house ever.
Yeah.
And cheers to that.
Cheers to Billy offending people, staying alive. Oh Lord.
Thank you for joining us for this latest episode of Wine Chats podcast with Bilder and Lindeland. You can find us on our socials on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. And you can listen to us on any favorite podcasting app or watch on YouTube.
And don't forget to like, subscribe, share, review, comment, send us some love. We absolutely love it.
Chat soon. Come on, Lenny. Chat soon.
Chat soon.
Chat soon.
Chat putting this in.
Come on.
Okay, we'll add in chat soon at the end. Both of us?
Yeah, go
on. Chat soon.